gonna restart this live stream. Hopefully watch some airplanes. Got one just fired up, taxiing out. Probably do a run up here. We're at Fernandina Beach Airport. That's Foxtrot Hotel Bravo. Didn't get to fly in this weekend. Had to drive over from Pensacola for the Right Whale Festival. Here's that run up. We're gonna sit here and watch the airport and airplanes for a little bit before it's time to head over to the festival. This is an old World War II auxiliary field, was used for F4U Corsair training, hence why the FBO is called Bent Wing Aviation. All right, this Cherokee just made a call for departure on runway 22. Morning, Tom. Winds are pretty calm, sort of light out of the north here this morning. Hi there, Johnny. Nice and cool out here for Florida. It's maybe in the low 60s, so everybody's planes are starting to feel a lot more performant after a long, hot summer. The Cherokee got off pretty good. Comanche's still got a couple things coming out of annual, so we had to get in the car this weekend for this trip instead of fly. Hopefully we'll be back in the air next week in the Comanche. If you haven't checked the feed, just posted a fun flight Maddie and I did in a Cessna 172 with her out practicing some power off 180s for a commercial ride. Morning, Parker, thanks for joining. We're at Fernandina Beach Airport in Northeast Florida on Amelia Island. Just came over here to check it out ahead of the Right Whale Festival. This is a pretty cool place, pan here for the FBO. They've got this second story viewing deck with a big awning. So I'm standing up here, got coffee, got Garmin Pilot to watch ADS-B, got the handheld for Unicom. If you're ever in this part of Florida and just all right, just had somebody call in on a beach flight. The beach is about a mile or so east of us right here. So yeah, it'd be nice if there were a few more airplanes out here, but we'll take it. It's a beautiful morning. It's nice and cool. And can't be at the beach. Being at the airport's probably the next best thing. And on some days, the airport might be the best thing. I'm gonna go work my way back to these comfy chairs. It looks like our Cherokee that took off is not using a transponder. That's not so great. All right, this Cherokee's gonna come back around for landing, I think. We got eyes on him. He'll probably land right about in front of us. And again, I'm working off the phone today, so I had the big camera, it'd be a little easier. He's gonna be behind that tree as he goes base to final. No, this is actually not my home base. We're based in Pensacola, Florida, but we're at Fernandina today, or this weekend. And I, didn't get to fly over, but I always like to check out the local airports. This one's got this great viewing location, so gonna have my morning coffee and share some flying video. Definitely hope to bring our Comanche over here next time, because it was a 6-hour drive. It'd be about a 2-hour flight, and I'd much rather do the 2-hour flight. All right, here we coming down on final. Looks like it's good. Touch and go. Hi, Giggles. Thanks for joining. Yeah, we got a Grumman, looks like Grumman Tiger going out. That's a great airplane. I got my private pilot's license in a Grumman Tiger. So always fun to see one of those out and about. For everybody joining, we're at Fernandina Beach Airport, Foxtrot Hotel Bravo, the northeast corner of Florida, just near Jacksonville and south of Brunswick, Georgia. There's a Tiger move right there. Cast ring nose wheel, step on a brake, and spin her around within your wingspan. If you're new to the channel, we're Plane Places and Adventures. We fly a 1959 Piper Comanche, based out of Pensacola, Florida. Do a lot of family trips and friend trips all over the U.S. Southeast and further afield when we can. Love just sharing aviation with everybody. I grew up in a flying family. Love sharing that with others. Cherokee that we just watched do a touch and go, looks like he's staying in the pattern. He's in the downwind. There was a powered parachute out and about a little bit earlier that I didn't get on camera. So for people who've joined, where are you all from? Yeah, we got people debating which runway to use. It looks like pretty much a direct light crosswind at the moment. To me, anyway. haven't looked at the airport notes. It's possible for noise abatement that 4 may be their preferred runway. This Cherokee's switching over. Here's the Tiger's run up. That's the idle check after the run up. Make sure the engine doesn't stutter. That sounded pretty good. We've got traffic switching to runway 4. That's going to put them landing and taking off towards us. Yeah, it's starting to get a little busier. We just had somebody call 15 north inbound. We got 15 northeast, so we'll get some action here. Grumman just called his taxi. And we're going to pan over this landing Cherokee. One doing a practice RNAV approach on 2-2, circle to land. Everybody joining. We're at Fernandina Beach Airport this morning, Northeast Florida. Got about 5 airplanes called in, so we'll be seeing some action here in the next 10 to 20 minutes. Pretty constant, I think. Got a Cherokee doing a touch and go and a Tiger taxiing for takeoff. Well, it looks like the Cherokee's taxiing in.
Smooth air up there, Rich? Pretty smooth, yep.
Pilots trading PIREPs on frequency. Morning, Brian. Yep. Grummans are great. That's what I learned to fly in as a 76 Tiger. I look forward to flying one again sometime to see if I can still remember how.
Well, there goes all my excuses.
And we've got another airplane taxiing out as well. And I can hear one behind me in the pattern.
Traffic here, 61 Delta November, about 4 miles to the northwest of the field. I think someone else is on the downwind now. Report, Delta November.
Hey. King Air just called in 12 out.
Okay, King Air 6 Delta November. I'm going to go ahead and swing out wide and then come back in for more of a straight in approach to 4. Fernandina. And Fernandina traffic, runway 22 Lena is holding short of runway 4 for takeoff. And I don't see the one on downwind if I got time to get out ahead of it. I'm getting ready to turn on 6, so you can go ahead and go. Okay, on the way.
All right, Tiger's about to take off.
Traffic, runway 22 Lena, taxiing in position, runway 4, takeoff. Better flow this traffic. Watch for the King Air also.
Yeah, the Tigers are definitely performers. We would routinely get 133 to 135 knots in ours on fixed gear and fixed prop. And like you said, Brian, you definitely got to watch the speed or they'll float pretty good. They don't, their flaps are pretty simple barn door flaps and don't do much to add drag. Here goes this Grumman Tiger. All right.
Traffic, King Air 6 Delta November on 2 mile final for runway 4.
All right, got this King Air coming in now.
Turning left downwind runway 4. Fernandina looking for the King Air. I'll catch it and I'll be behind you.
So, Brian, we're in Fernandina for the annual Right Whale Festival, exhibiting for the Whale Alert application, which is one of our business projects. We didn't get to fly the Comanche in this weekend. We had to make the drive from Pensacola, but basically figured I'd come check out the airport, and glad I did. This is a really cool airport. Definitely, when we have the opportunity to fly over here instead of drive, we will. So we got a King Air coming in. Definitely got a lot of locals here, know each other on frequency, doing a good job. Got a powered parachute just off camera to the right. Here, we'll get this powered parachutes sort of sitting in the middle between the runways, a few hundred feet. He's got quite a view of everything. Camera doesn't want to focus on him though. There we go. There's that King Air taxiing in. It's like a 200 or series or larger, hard to tell from this distance. Another departure. Another one on a practice approach, 10 out, just called in. And another one about to depart. Just set up the camera a little better here. Watch another departure here. And now ADSB is showing a bunch of people in the area.
Aircraft 22 Lima, turn left downwind, runway 4, full stop, Fernandina. Fernandina Beach traffic, Cherokee, upwind, runway 4, Fernandina. Traffic 35583 on a 5 mile, I think on runway 2, probably behind the Cherokee.
It's unfortunate they decided to switch to runway 4 because runway 22 would have been right here for us. Little Cessna 150 we watched land. And we got another one taxiing out 4.
Fernandina Beach traffic, Cherokee, crosswind, runway 4, Fernandina. Fernandina traffic, Grumman 22 Lima, turning left base, runway 4, full stop, Fernandina.
For anyone joining, we're at Fernandina Beach Airport, Northeast Florida, Foxtrot Hotel Bravo. Just hanging out, watching airplanes this morning for a little bit. If you're new to the channel and like general aviation flying, we fly a Comanche 250. Like and subscribe for all our content. We're not flying today, so we're doing the next best thing, which is watch people flying. We've got a powered parachute in the area, about a half dozen other airplanes in the pattern or called inbound or taxiing out. So it's gonna stay busy here for a little bit.
Traffic, retrack, 614, white blue, my departure, 8 miles south, Fernandina, doing Eastern 2,700 Fernandina. Fernandina traffic, Grumman 22 Lima, 12 mile, runway 4, full stop, Fernandina. Fernandina traffic, Cherokee base, 4, Fernandina. Fernandina traffic.
Yeah, T-82 definitely stays busy. That was a fun airport to go to back in May, Fredericksburg, Texas. Got a lot of fun videos from that flight.
About to make our left downwind circle, runway 4.
Now we got some circling downwind for spacing. Got another on final. We'll reset for that final.
Fernandina traffic, Cherokee final, runway 4, Fernandina. Fernandina traffic, Check 583 is left downwind, runway 4, doing a touch and go, runway 4, Fernandina. Fernandina traffic, Grumman 22 Lima is clear of runway 4 at Bravo, taxi to hangar.
Grumman Tiger taxiing in.
Fernandina traffic, jump 6, lining up, runway 4. We'll be climbing at 10,000. Canopies in about 25 minutes.
Yeah, we're going to have parachutes in 25 minutes.
Fernandina traffic, direct 457, 5 miles to the north inbound, to the left downwind, runway 4. Fernandina traffic. Fernandina traffic, for check 583 is on a shorter left downwind, runway 4, but turn our base. We have a departing.
Everybody joining. This is Plane Place Adventures. We're at Fernandina Beach Airport in Northeast Florida, just watching people take off and land on a very pretty but cool Florida morning.
Fernandina Beach traffic, Cherokee clear runway 4, Bravo, Fernandina.
And it stays like today. I wish I would have brought the Sony camera with the telephoto instead.
Fernandina traffic, check 583 is rotation runway 4, touch go Fernandina.
Yeah, Brian, I didn't look up the tail number, so it is possible. It's definitely a 4-place Grumman, but specific type unknown. There's a lot of travelers. A good throaty Cessna there. A lot of travelers and cheetahs have been upgraded now to 180 horse engines, given the price of Tigers. Sort of gone through the roof.
Runway 4, climbing at 10,000 feet over the field. Running. Fernandina traffic, set 457, about 2 miles from the left downwind for runway 4.
Looks like we're gonna get a go on the Cessna.
Fernandina traffic, clear tax, 583 on the go, runway 4. We'll be making a right cross at departure to the south.
And he's leaving the area.
Fernandina traffic, set 457, entering the left downwind, runway 4. Fernandina.
Got one still taxiing for the runway. Got one in the pattern. And one parachute plane climbing.
Fernandina Beach traffic, Cherokee, gonna line up with runway 4, take off Fernandina.
Yeah, I know all the Tigers had straight numbers. Ours was 74418. And you could sort of tell roughly where in the lineage a Tiger was based on the tail number.
Departure to the south. Final call, Fernandina.
Okay, got one rolling for takeoff.
Fernandina Beach traffic, Cherokee, taking off runway 4, Fernandina. Fernandina traffic, Sky, 7390 Whiskey, 6 South, 3000. Understand y'all are using 4? Affirmative, runway 4. Fernandina traffic, Skyhawk 90 Whiskey. We're going to be crossing midfield 4 for the left downwind for again. Fernandina Beach traffic, Cherokee, crosswind, runway 4, Fernandina.
Another one coming in to land. Anybody joining? We're at Fernandina Beach Airport.
Left downwind, runway 4,
Northeast Florida. It's quite busy, about half a dozen airplanes in the area. We're sitting on the FBO second story patio, just enjoying the view and the show. Got our handheld radio going to hear the traffic calls. And looks like we're getting a go on this one.
Traffic, Cherokee, turn base, runway 4, touch and go. Fernandina traffic, 427 on Mountain Point, runway 4.
Thanks, Brian. It's good to get feedback on that. Are you able to hear the handheld radio, the CTAF calls, or is that sort of faded? I didn't realize I'd have such a great viewing place, so I didn't bring any of my normal microphones or the better camera.
7390 Whiskey is 2 miles south over the coast. We're going to cross midfield at 1,000, enter the left downwind behind the upwind traffic right here.
We've got about 3 in the pattern now. We've got skydivers climbing to 10,000.
Early beach traffic, Cherokee, final, runway 4, it's going to be full stop for you.
Here's our full stop.
457, left cross left to runway 4, Fernandina. Fernandina traffic, 457, turning left downwind to runway 4. I heard a call for crossing this over the 1,000, is that correct? Hey, Fern, we got you inside. We're going to follow behind you. 90 the Whiskey Frank. Copy that.
Okay, great. Thanks, Brian. Hopefully some of the good plane engine sounds coming through too and not getting canceled by the phone canceling. We got a Cessna that had just called the midfield, just powered down so that he stays behind the traffic he's following that's on the downwind.
Fernandina Beach traffic, Cherokee, clear, runway 4, Bravo, Fernandina.
And I can still hear the powered parachute somewhere up above and behind me, so he's having quite a show, just hanging out at about 500 feet as everybody else patterns around him.
Traffic, Skyhawk 7, Foxtrot Bravo, is 10 miles to the north of the island. We'll be entering left downwind for runway 4, Fernandina traffic.
Another inbound call, 10 out.
Fernandina traffic, check 457, turning left base for runway 4, Fernandina.
Cherokee must be doing his runway clearing checklist.
Sky 7390 Whiskey, establish left downwind to 4. We got clear track and side turn final. Fernandina. Fernandina traffic, check 457, turning final for runway 4, Fernandina. This will be a touch and go, Fernandina.
Okay, we're gonna get a touch and go out of this one.
Fernandina traffic, Sky 7390 Whiskey, turning left base 4, touch and go, Fernandina.
And the next one. For anybody joining, we're at Fernandina Beach, Foxtrot Hotel Bravo, Northeast Florida. Just watching some action this morning. We'll be streaming for probably another 10-15 minutes. And then we've got to head to the annual Right Whale Festival for work. We're expecting a touch and go from this one.
Fernandina Beach traffic, Cherokee crossing 3113 at Charles Fernandina. Fernandina traffic, Skyhawk 9 Zulu Whiskey, short final, runway 4. It's going to be a go around and left close traffic, Fernandina. Traffic, step on that point, runway 4.
There's the low go around.
Traffic check 457, left crosswind, runway 4, Fernandina. Fernandina Beach, 5 minutes for jumpers, we have 2 canopies, northwest of the field, 10,000 below, do not overfly the field, in about 5 minutes, Fernandina Beach.
All right, 5-minute call for jumpers.
Fernandina traffic check 457, left downwind for runway 4, Fernandina. You're like 4, making left close traffic, Fernandina. Fernandina traffic, Skyhawk 7 Foxtrot Bravo, entering left downwind, come down that point traffic side. Fernandina Beach traffic, Cherokee 7860 November, taking off runway 4, straight out departure, Fernandina. Fernandina traffic, Sky 7390 Whiskey, turning left crosswind, runway 4, Fernandina. Fernandina traffic, check 47, turning left base to runway 4, this is the last touch.
We're a couple of minutes from a pair of skydivers. A few still in the pattern.
Fernandina traffic, Sky 7390 Whiskey, left downwind 4, Fernandina Beach traffic, Cherokee Storm, remain in the pattern. One more. I'm going to follow this traffic on downwind, Fernandina. 2 canopies, 10 times below, northwest of the field, and out of the field, in about 2 minutes, Fernandina. Fernandina Beach traffic, 2495 Charlie Papa, taxi 092. On downtown, the way to runway 4.
Mooney called us taxi out.
Fernandina traffic, check 457, on final for runway 4, touch and go, and then we're clearing this traffic area. Fernandina traffic, Skyhawk 7 Fox Bravo is turning left base, runway 4 at the previous traffic site, Fernandina. Fernandina Beach traffic, Cherokee downwind, runway 4, Fernandina.
Yeah, the skydivers, because this canopy above me, are going to be hard, so I'll try to catch them once they're sort of below the edge. I assume they're gonna land somewhere out in the middle here.
Copy that. Fernandina traffic, Skyhawk 7, Fox Bravo is turning. Long final, runway 4, Fernandina. Fernandina traffic, Skyhawk 7390 Whiskey, turning left base, runway 4, the bay go around Fernandina. Fernandina traffic, citation 531 Bravo Romeo, 7.5 miles straight in, final runway 4, full stop, Fernandina.
Yeah, we got a citation on 7 Mile Final to make it interesting.
Fernandina traffic, Skyhawk 7, Fox Bravo, short final runway 4, will be a full stop, Fernandina.
I guess we'll wait for the citation. Brian, I'm on my phone, so there's the limits of what you can really do and still have it not really jitter. And of course, they're using the runway about the furthest away from me as possible.
Runway 4, Fernandina. Fernandina traffic, track 457, making a right crosswind, and we're going to be departing the area right downwind to runway 4, Fernandina. Fernandina traffic, citation 531 Bravo Romeo, 5 miles straight in, final runway 4, full stop.
All right, citation at 5. We got one more Cessna on final.
Final, runway 4, Fernandina.
And I'm looking for chutes, but nothing yet.
Fernandina Beach, jump 6, jump this way, 10,000 below, do not apply the field, Fernandina Beach.
All right, there we go. Jumpers away.
Party traffic, Skyhawk 7, Fox Bravo, clear runway 4, on Bravo, Fernandina. Traffic, citation 531 Bravo Romeo, 3 miles straight in, final runway 4, stop,
I walked out to the edge and try and see those chutes. Golf carts going out. Maybe that's to the drop zone.
Fernandina Beach traffic, Cherokee clear, runway 4, Bravo, Fernandina. Fernandina Beach, jump 6, go up, keep getting view, northwest of the field. 10,000 below, do not overfly the field, Fernandina Beach, mechanical, 10,000 below. Everybody managed to make it. Fernandina traffic, Sky 7390 Whiskey, left crosswind, runway 4, it'll be a wide left downwind, Fernandina.
Here comes the citation.
Bent Wing 1 Bravo Romeo, negative on the fuel.
And the jumpers are sort of behind me, and again, invisible because of this porch. Probably, hopefully see them soon. Like our Cessna drivers going back out. Well, I didn't notice I should have Citation 10. That'd be a fast ride. The fastest business jets ever certified. You can just see the engine size on that thing.
Fernandina Beach traffic, 25, I've tried about the holding short here for Fernandina. I'll be departing after this Cessna.
And we're at Fernandina Beach Airport in Northeast Florida. I'm gonna be streaming just a few more minutes here. Watch this Mooney take off. All right, just gonna a few more minutes here, see what else we can pick up. Thanks everybody for watching Plain Place Adventures. If you're not a subscriber, please hit the subscribe button. That'll help you find new content and streams when we do. And we appreciate everyone's support, letting us share our enthusiasm for aviation with everybody else. angst in that person's voice. I'm not sure what confusion they had going on up behind me.
Fernandina traffic, Skyhawk 7392 Whiskey is turning left downwind, runway 4, thank you. Traffic, runway 109, but base runway 4, Fernandina, full stop.
Yeah, so that might have been, this Grumman might have cut off the Cessna in the pattern based on where he came in. So maybe that was what we heard on the radio a little bit. All right. Well, with that, everybody, thanks for joining. Again, please like and subscribe, and we'll catch you again soon. Signing off, Virgil from Plain Places.